Hey YouTube, I'm ready to do the Minx video for you. So this is my Minx sheet. Okay. And take a look at the light that you have to buy from Home Depot. It's it's 250, and it's a heating lamp. Make sure you get a heating lamp. So I peeled off my first sticker from off of the sheet, and I've already lined it up to match my nail. And what you want to do is sit it under the light for about 10 seconds. You see how it starts to welt? That's when you know it's ready. And you basically just want to stick that, you want to stick it right on the nail, and you want to do this under the heating lamp. So you see how I just smoothed that out? This is dumb. Now you want to take this cuticle pusher, which you normally use to push back your cuticles, and just smooth the Minx down so that there's no bubbles or lines. And you can also bend the top part that you're not going to use. And now I'm just smoothing it with my thumbs on the ends. Make sure it's nice and smooth. Okay, and we're going to let that cool off, and we're going to peel our next Minx, which is going to be this one here. See how I'm matching it to my nail to make sure that it fits. And you just peel it off. Hold it by the tip that you're not going to use. And again, you want to get it right underneath that heating lamp. The trick to Minx is that it's heat activated. And you're going to line it up to the nail, right at the nail bed. And see how I place it down. Good Lord, this light is hot. And I'm smoothing it with my thumb and my index finger. Now again, I recommend you use a cuticle pusher. Just to get it nice and smooth. So I'm just firmly placing it. And you want to do this quickly underneath the heating lamp. Now, once you got it positioned perfectly, you can bend that back, the part you're not going to use. Make sure it's smooth. And we're going to the next nail. Now this is a little jacked up because I'm trying to be cheap and reuse some parts that I already cut from the previous time. But yours is not going to look like this. You're going to get a fresh one that you order from eBay. So now I'm putting this under the heating lamp. And it's nice and soft. Placing it on the nail underneath the light. And again, smoothing with the index and the thumb finger. And just smooth it. And it's very important that when you are doing this, take a look, you're not going over top of the nail bed. If you do that, you won't get a firm hold and it will start to lift off. So it's very important that this is going not too close to the nail bed, but not too far away either. And that it's not over top of your skin. There should be space between your skin and where the Minx starts. So again, with the cuticle pusher, I'm just smoothing the Minx down to make sure there's no bubbles or rippling. And I'm pushing back the end that I'm not going to use. And I'm going to do one more finger for you guys and file it off, and then that's it. So next, I'm going to get my thumb. There's the thumb. I already matched it to make sure that it fits. I'm peeling it off of the Minx sheet. I'm holding it under the heating lamp. See it starting to melt. And yeah, don't do that. I'm placing it close to the nail bed, but not overlapping. And I'm using my thumb and my index finger to smooth. Thumb and index finger. And now this is a little too big. I don't know if you can see that, but it's actually overlapping my skin, which is what you don't want because then it'll start to peel off. So I'm taking a nail scissor. And I believe this is a cuticle cutter. And I'm just going to lift it up a little because this cutout is a little too big for my thumb. It's for somebody with some big ass fingers. And it would help if my cuticle cutter was sharp. And I just brought these too, which is like really stupid. Alright, next, moving right along, something sharper. I'm going to use a regular nail clipper. Yeah, that's good money. And just going to cut off the excess because we don't want it to overlap the skin. I'm just going to cut a little bit more off and then it's good. Now if you're smart, you should actually look at it on the sheet and size it up first. And if it's too big, then you can take your scissors and you should actually cut it. You should peel it off of the sheet and then cut it to fit your nail instead of cutting it once it's already on. But I kind of did that backwards. So again, I need to go back under the light because we've already let it cool off. So I'm back under the heating lamp and I'm just shaping it. It's very important to smooth it and shape it while it's under the lamp because you don't want it to cool off. And I'm just bending back the edges that I'm not going to use. I'm going to take my cuticle pusher and I'm going to smooth it down. Nice and smooth. Go over the edges. What works better than the cuticle pusher though is your thumb and your index finger. Okay, and we've applied the Minx to 4 fingers. This one already had it. I'm gonna leave that one on. And now this is a crystal file that you get for the Minx. It's a special nail file. You do not want to use a nail file like this. This is your regular basic nail file. You need the crystal nail file. I guess it works better for the material. And I'm just filing off the excess. And I've waited until these nails have cooled off. Cools off in about 10 seconds before I start to file. See that? I just filed that right off. And I'm going to file the pinky. And again, I'm not using a regular nail file. I'm using the crystal nail file. You can also order that on eBay as well as the Minx. Some people sell the nail file with the Minx, and some people you have to buy the nail file separately. If you buy it separately, it's about $16 for the nail file. So